I get into this video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of people watch that aren't subscribed. I know YouTube unsubscribes people. Yes, unfortunately, that does happen. And also, please make sure to like and comment down below your opinion and follow me on TikTok. I have pinned down below and in the description my profile if you want to easily just go over and click. I have a bunch of videos every single day over there. And if you do, please go and comment, hey, I came from the Vlog Squad video. I would appreciate it. And on with this video. I'm sorry in advance. Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel and on my video today. I really appreciate you being here. And alright, y'all were calling me out. Because we recently made a video on this YouTube channel where we went through the really awful and cringeworthy Vlog Squad roast that happened. And in it, I tried to cover as much as possible. I tried to be as unbiased as possible. I tried to, let every, person speak and all the rest. But in my video, I had so much to kind of explain that I really did focus on, the main members of the Vlog Squad that I think of, which is, Matt King and Jason Nash and all these different people. But it was really, really, really cringe. Now, most of the jokes were about them being awful people, them hating each other, or them all being racist. That was what we were dealing with, and I missed out on basically the woman in the group because, again, I was focusing on the main members of the Vlog Squad that I know because it made most sense to me, what they were saying about the other people. I knew the people involved, and I'm not that well versed with the Vlog Squad, girlfriends or wives or whatever, but a lot of you were commenting on my video being like, Adam, actually, arguably, the better part of this roast was the woman. And we want you to watch it because, it was really awful what you watched with all the men. And we're not saying the women are doing a great job, but in terms of the roast, they kind of do the best job. So what we're going to do is we are going to review the rest of the roast considering all the women and what they are saying. Because again, we really only focused on basically the men in the last one. So as we're aware, it's the roast of Zayn Hijazi, which by the way, the roast really barely focused on him in the parts that we watched. It was basically about hating Natalie, Natalie's a bitch, or the new YouTube censorship is making this really hard to say these words, but yet they can say it, it's fine. Or Heath being racist. Haha. Anyway, so we are gonna start with Mariah, and what she has to say. Alright, let's do it. So this is on Jason Nash's failing YouTube channel. Sorry, that was shitty.
For religious, she is Snooki without the nookie. Please welcome Mariah Amato!
I love this set. I like her set. What am I getting myself in for? I have not watched this before filming, but just the thought of hearing the lackluster audience approval and clapping is already making my body tense up. Alright, we're just gonna hit play and we're in this together.
Careful, you dropped a bunch of names. Phineas, Post Malone, Spielberg, you got, okay.
Starting off funny.
Hi guys, I'm Mariah, I'm Heath's girlfriend. The only value I bring to this group is learning how to edit so no one has to pretend to be Joe Lopez's friend anymore. A lot of people wonder what I edit out of Unfiltered. It's mainly Heath talking about Epstein and Zayn asking if that's who invented the light bulb.
Okay. I'm really gonna try my best to be easy on them and pretend that I have a dumber level of comedy than what I actually enjoy. Just to kind of make this less painful for me. But so far, this is very, very, very bold. As in bad.
But no, really, Zayn and Heath are a good pairing. Actually, Heath asked Zayn to fly to DC to storm the Capitol, but Zayn couldn't get past TSA to board the plane.
Alright, okay, so there we have a multi-layered joke. Racism with Zayn, and also, it goes both ways. Yeah, because they're saying that Heath was wanting to, be a part of January 6th and storm the Capitol. And then a racist joke about Zayn. Nice.
Is here tonight. It's nice to have a Hijazi who doesn't care about her hair. There's Matt. Matt. Oh, I can't do this. Okay.
I don't know why they're laughing when the jokes really aren't that funny. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but come on.
Matt's here tonight, my other half on Unfiltered.
Their podcast.
Everyone's favorite social social climber. Has he mentioned he's friends with Billie Eilish's brother? If he hasn't, you probably haven't talked to him for more than 4 seconds.
I mean, fair enough joke, but I mean, everyone in this room, that joke could be written about. David Dobrik, social climber. Heath, social climber. Zayn, social climber. That joke would literally work with every single person in that room.
Speaking of, he's actually skipping the after party tonight to go to Billie Eilish's birthday party. But he probably already told you that.
Alright, fair enough joke.
Matt won't have an opinion on whether he likes this roast or not until he reads the score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Matt's the type of man... Matt's the
Why are we laughing? Do we want to share the jokes?
type of guy to leave a Yelp review at Barnes & Noble.
These are like Googleable jokes, you know what I mean? Your mom was so fat. Like, were these found on Google?
Have you?
You guys told me that this was the better part of the roast. Now, why would you get angry at me, and then I prove my point even further?
Matt looks like he'd mansplain Bo Burnham's comedy to you. Matt, you look like the last thing you'd see on a yacht before your roofies kick in.
Yikes.
Natalie, hey girl.
Oh, great. Back to Natalie again, who I do not particularly enjoy Natalie. But I felt so bad because all the jokes last time from all the guys were like, your boyfriend sleeps around, your boyfriend will never stay with you, you're ugly, you're fat, you're ugly, you're fat, your boyfriend doesn't like you. And it was like the roast of Natalie. By the way, I know it's been a minute since our first one on this. David Dobrik is in the audience, by the way. He's sitting right here, and the camera pans to him every once in a while. He's in direct, central view of the person who's speaking, which is absolutely terrifying considering they didn't make any jokes about him all night. That's what makes the roast so much more lackluster to me. That they're not willing to make any jokes at the expense of David Dobrik, so every other joke just feels forced to me.
Natalie's here tonight. She reminds me a lot of AOL dial-up. Annoying, unreliable, and impossible to find a connection with.
Again, that joke number one fell flat because of the way it was delivered. And number two, these jokes are just like, we hate Natalie. Oh yeah, by the way, see, there he is. There he is. But again, he had to approve every joke that happened here, so there were no jokes about him allowed.
A lot of people say she doesn't have a lot of close girlfriends, but that's mainly because Todd slept with them all.
Listen, I'll appreciate that joke. But yeah, I mean, as much as I can appreciate that that's the funniest joke Mariah's made all night, all these jokes are about Natalie.
And now the man of the hour, Zayn Ajazi.
You would forget that it was about Zayn.
Zayn is still single, thank God, because could you imagine if he got married? Like, if he got married, it'd be like that. Do you take so-and-so? It'd be a, wait, hold on, what? Hold on, wait, Matt, what do I... Can't we just do this tomorrow? Like, I'm just not in it. I'm just not in it right now. I forgot my medication.
I don't know if it's just that all of the people in the group are so unfunny that it's hard to make jokes about them because they are so uninteresting, or that the people telling the jokes are just really bad at making jokes. Like, if I was doing a roast special and I wanted to stand out against my friends, I would Amy Schumer that. Give me a ghostwriter. Is that controversial to say? Not Amy Schumer being my ghostwriter. I want someone funny writing them. I would be like Amy Schumer and get a ghostwriter, or just flat out steal the jokes. Hi, Gabby Hanna.
Zayn doesn't have enough brain cells to formulate his own thoughts and opinions. Whatever Matt likes, Zayn likes. For example...
It's like the jokes are not landing, and then there's more to them.
Zayn's favorite book is Little Woman. His favorite album is the Wicked soundtrack, and his favorite thing to look at is Patricia's big fat ass. Zayn, I love you. We love having you around. No, really, we love when you overstay your welcome and leave cocky stains in the toilet for us to clean. And just that dark cloud of negative energy you bring with you, you really balance all of us out. You're the best, Zayn. Love you.
These are just so awkward. Like, it goes to show how unfunny these people are. Corinna all night has been how I would be in this situation. Just blank face, so unimpressed. Alright, now we're gonna go on to Ella.
You're all f***ing virgins. Okay. Hello. I'm Ella. Not to be confused with Liza, Hidayah, or Reggie in a wig, you racist motherfuckers. As many of you know, I used to work for David. When David hired
Are we gonna get a David joke?
me, I thought it was because I was competent. Turns out I just looked like his ex-girlfriend. And on that note, I'd like to welcome...
Do better jokes! Do better jokes!
Liza Koshy to the stage! Just kidding. She wants nothing to do with you. You know,
I can't believe this is the only joke about David Dobrik we've gotten all night.
this friend group is really hard to break into. I had to sign an NDA, show Heath my immigration papers, and pay David wearing an Iron Man mask. It has been sad watching this group's demise. Losing the clout has hit everyone really hard. Not as hard as Susie getting hit over and over and over.
Basically, Susie did a fighting thing.
And over. And
So that's the joke.
everyone's starting their own companies, though, you know? You would have thought that David and Ilya would have started hack companies since all of you are f***ing going bald.
I appreciate that
In a
joke.
few more years, David and Ilya are gonna look like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
That's a good one. See? Now we've got Corinna laughing. Continue the David jokes. Seems that the women are the only ones not scared enough to make them. See how over the top everyone reacts whenever there's a David joke because they're so rare to happen? Oi.
David and Ilya love to make fun of me for being masculine, but that's just because you're both such giant f***ing pussies. And honestly, I could pull more chicks than the both of you combined. Actually, I do. Ilya does have 2 businesses, though. You know, he has every single minute in his calendar scheduled, including 5 masturbation sessions. Where's Alex? Alex was hired solely to swab the cum off the floor. Even though Reggie begged for the job. Speaking of Reggie's job, he no longer works as Natalie's Filipino servant. It must have been tough for Reggie. You know, he came out of one closet just to be held captive in another. But don't worry, Natalie slipped an occasional popper under the door. By the way, never give Natalie a gift. You'll find it on Poshmark for $10.
Okay, listen, none of this is really that funny, but I'm enjoying the delivery of Ella the most out of any member we've seen so far. And I don't know if anyone notices, but it's not on the teleprompter behind. So this was something that Ella has actually rehearsed and where everyone else just goes up and looks like a drunk mess. So, at a bare minimum, I appreciate the effort that has been put into this one.
But don't worry, the money goes to a good charity, her mom's crack fund. Todd and Natalie have a great relationship.
Here we go.
2 are really perfect for each other, because Todd's a and Natalie's a Anyways,
Okay, it's just like a weak joke.
Taylor's here. She doesn't know she's here, but she's here. If someone could blow a dog whistle, I don't know if she can hear me. Taylor's more vacant than Scott and Jay's CBD store.
See? That's a funny joke. It's making a joke at the expense of a couple of the members involved. You're saying that the store is failing and you're making fun of Taylor. I appreciate it.
Taylor's main job is to wipe David's ass so it's clean for when everyone else has to kiss it.
A good joke?
Ever since David stopped vlogging, everyone's looking for a new career path, and it's either OnlyFans or starting a terrible podcast. But I will say everyone's podcast is different, you know. Hoot and a Half will make you fall asleep. You'll consider going back to college after listening to Unfiltered, and you'll want to kill yourself after listening to The Good Boys. Anyways, on to the man of the hour, Zain Hijazi.
Again, I just keep forgetting that this is about Zayn.
Zayn is really stubborn. He once ended a 10-year-long friendship by refusing to take the COVID test. Which is...
This is about them refusing to go to Aaron's wedding because all they had to do was take a COVID test. Like, we're not even having the argument about vaccine or anything like that. Like, literally, they were refusing to get a COVID test to be within the mandate of meeting up and what the hotel wanted. So they basically told Aaron to go herself and her wedding because they didn't want to take a COVID test. Yikes. That joke just reveals that these people are awful.
It's funny because most of his relationships end because he refuses to take an STD test. Zayn hooks up with one girl every 4 years, and I'm convinced it's just Reggie in different wigs. Speaking of wigs, Zayn got his 18th hair transplant. Round of applause. Zayn, you're a lot like Donald Trump. You're delusional, you have bad hair, and your best friends are racist.
I just like, if the entire punchline about yourself is being racist, then we're not even side-eyeing anymore. Like, Heath just sounds awful, and the fact that every single one of them having their prepared jokes about Heath being a racist is not a good sign.
Zayn, you look like a Ken doll that was sold in Tijuana. Your head looks like a chia pet that was deprived of water. You look like the caution photo for botched surgeries. Zayn doesn't like an idea until he thinks he came up with it. So on that note, Zayn, thank you for writing all these jokes, you high-maintenance, lazy piece of shit. Thank you.
Rough. Okay, and finally we got Hidayah.
Hi everyone, I'm Hidayah. I'm Zayn's token brown girl. It's great to be here. Actually, it's not. I honestly can't believe I even flew out for this. This might have been cool in 2019, but now it's kind of sad.
Fair enough.
I told my friends I was going to roast the Vlog Squad, and they asked, aren't they all in jail?
Yikes. Yikes.
But honestly, I love coming to visit just to see how much you guys have all fallen. It really makes me feel better about myself.
My god, every time I see David, it's like a jump scare.
Boy, what a sad state of affairs. You guys have as much clout left as Bill Cosby. I can't believe you guys have all such a big following. This is the most illiterate group of people I've ever seen. You know it's bad when Todd Smith is the only one who graduated from college. But I love coming to LA and seeing all of you guys. I met Jonah the other night. He asked me if I was Mother Teresa. And then he asked me if you can use my scarf as a napkin. Zach's last name is Justice, which is ironic because the 4 women you murdered across the country still haven't received theirs.
What? What? Does anyone want to explain the punchline of that one to me? By the way, whoever this person is, that guy, throughout this entire thing, he's just been, like, the worst attitude and, like, not laughing along and very clearly cannot take a joke. I know there's very few, but can take it. Who is it? Get off a stage.
A lot of women in my culture wear burqas to cover their face. Natalie, you should wear one because you're so ugly.
Ooh, raw. Did you see Scott not laughing, by the way? I mean, I guess they all should have, like, talked to each other about, like, what their jokes were gonna be, because then I think the Natalie jokes would have been funnier rather than all of them going up and we can almost expect that they're gonna call her fat or ugly. Or a whore. Like...
Oh, sorry.
They told me to look at you. Matt King is here. Matt King looks like the woke TSA agent who says he's sorry after he searches my cavity. Mariah, you were so sweet to me. You treat me like family every time I come out to LA. I can't believe you're still with that racist.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, this looks equally as bad for the group as it does Mariah, as it does Heath. And it's like, okay, if we're gonna throw in one Heath's racist joke, we can, you know, be like, oh, they're making a joke and we'll look past it. Like, maybe they're just, you know, trying to annoy him or whatever like that. But when every single person is going on stage and being like, racist, racist, racist.
Zayn recently had another hair transplant. When I heard Zayn got a $50,000 surgery, I assumed he cut his off. Honestly, it would have solved a lot of the problems because the opposite sex doesn't find him very attractive. Zayn is so stupid. He used to work at Forever 21 and he quit when he turned 22 because he thought he was too old to work there.
It's just like a joke you could Google, you know what I mean?
My friends have a drinking game in college where they watch Unfiltered and drink every time Zayn embarrasses my family. Thanks a lot, Zayn. 4 of my friends have died from alcohol poisoning. Every day I wake up waiting to get a text from Heath saying that Zayn overdosed. And every day I'm extremely disappointed.
Yikes.
So Zayn, can you like hurry it up? I already have my memorial post saved in my Instagram drafts and I know it's gonna get hella engagement. Zayn, I love you like a brother, well, a half brother. 50% loves you and the other half wants nothing to do with you. But thanks for having me here, I guess.
Alright. Am I supposed to be wowed, muckers? Because whenever I tell you, not me spelling Vlog Squad wrong, Vlog Squad. Whenever I tell you my entire comment section was filled with, give it another chance, like you missed the good parts. That's the good parts? What? It's like, it's less bad, but less bad of awful is still bad. Muckers, let me know your opinion of this. They're just all so, like the expiry date is gone, you know what I mean? Let me know. We'll talk about it down below. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in my next one, and bye.